So, looking through the solicits for... Oh, is it May solicits?
No, it's April.
No, it's
So
April.
the
Oh, no, okay, sorry. It's just because the first one is a May release book, because it's the Free Comic Book Day thingamajig.
Yeah.
Dawn of DC 2023 Free Comic Book Day Special Edition.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're just advanced soliciting this a little bit, which is why I was questioning it. But, yeah, as per usual, I assume this will have multiple short stories teasing things that are coming up
I mean,
across the board.
Wait.
I don't even know what
have
this is.
anybody.
This one doesn't seem to be like much in the story. It just has all new original story plus sneak peeks at upcoming titles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have one short story.
I bet that short story, though, is relevant to like an event or something. They're just not telling us about it yet.
Maybe.
It'll turn out to be like the lead into the big summer event when they're ready to reveal it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, on to the more juicy stuff. We got Green Arrow issue 1, Joshua Williamson with art by Sean Isaacs, I'm going to say.
Close enough.
Yeah. That's a fun cover with the blank white space and
that's the variant though.
Yeah.
Right? That's Frank Cho cover.
Yeah, and the Green Arrow cover is good too, but it's just a nice design. I
like the group shot cover. Williamson tweeted that a couple weeks ago. That's real fun because he's indicating this is the characters that he's going to be playing with.
So
to see them all there is nice.
I'm sure I said this before, but it is kind of a shame that like Green Arrow can't just get an ongoing. It has to be a 6-issue mini that may get extended. But you know, this is the world we're in now.
This is a really rough period for me in terms of like the current new DC slate that's outside of the Superman line, which seems to be separate, but like Williamson seems to be kind of everywhere in terms of spearheading a lot of stuff, and I'm really not loving a lot of Williamson stuff lately, so it's kind of a bit unfortunate for me.
Yeah, well, he's not on that much. Like once we get to this time, we'll be on Superman and Green Arrow. Is he on anything else?
Mm-hmm.
No, I just mean in terms of like obviously he's doing the he's just done the event. He still feels like he's like one of the creative driving forces behind a lot of the stuff, even if he's not writing tons of books.
Yeah. Obviously did the Bane one shot this week, but he's basically not on any ongoings right now for a couple of months until his new stuff starts up. Superman's next month, and then Green Arrow obviously is in April. Then we got Superboy, The Man of Tomorrow, issue 1. This is written by Kenny Porter, art by Janoy Lindsay. This is the Connor Kent book that was revealed previously.
This is the round robin winner.
Yeah.
And looking at it, at the solicit, I should probably read a wiki recap of Dark Crisis and just see what I missed at the end, shouldn't I?
That probably, because I mean, it starts by saying after the events of Dark Crisis, Connor falls out of place,
and I'm
but
like,
then again, he was out of place before Dark Crisis, so they don't really need to put that.
True.
You know, so
I mean, there's some truth to that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Then you got Adventures of Superman, John Kent issue 2. Obviously, this is Tom Taylor doing his 6-issue mini that's kind of ending his John Kent series. So. Yeah, not much to add, really. Obviously, there was a little bit of...
back Val-Zod from his Earth 2 stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Which they revealed already, right? That was in the last issue.
That was in the last solicit. So I wasn't here for that.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. But,
No, it's very exciting.
So that's neat. We got Superman issue 3. Of course, Williamson continue his run. We have Action Comics 1054. Obviously, all the super books here together. That's a very nice action cover, though, I've got to say. Superman's fist coming through, some Metallo-esque parts.
It almost looks like an alternate cover for Terminator. You know, like this could represent John Connor. It's
got that. It's Steve Beach that's done this cover, but it's got that very. Like if you told me that was Alex Ross, I wouldn't have argued by you too much.
I can see that. Yeah, especially like his some of the more recent covers he's done.
Yeah. So very nice stuff. Actually, the other cover's quite nice as well. It's not as good as the main one, but
no,
it's just still really nice.
It's real nice.
And then Harley Quinn issue 29 coming out. Unstoppable Doom Patrol issue 2. That's right, one of the new books coming out of this whole new initiative is a new Doom Patrol mini-series by Dennis Culver. Kind of excited to check this out. I hope it's good. I would like a good Doom Patrol book to read.
Yeah.
We got Batman issue 134. More a Chips run. So... very.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. Is this a new character?
It's Red Mask. That's Red Mask, who we ran into in the last issue.
See.
But he looks different on this cover. There's more of an Like Red Skull meets Owl. Who's the Owl guy? Was it just Owl Man? I thought there was another one.
Are you thinking Night Owl from Watchmen?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I think it might be with the bulbous eyes.
Yeah. So
that second cover with Batman on the roof looks really nice with all the extra shadow.
That is nice.
Oh yeah,
that's very good. Is that the Crusader cover or the Madoncha cover?
I don't know. I'm looking at I just looked at the signature, and I can't tell.
Don't recognize it either. Weird.
That might be the Quesada.
Yeah.
It is. It's Quesada. I see his signature now.
All right. Cool.
It's a big circle. That makes it cute.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice. We got Detective Comics 1071, more around V's run,
and Federici on art for the next part, which for me
nice.
Is like, we had Ivan Reis, which is never bad, but it tends to not be like my favorite. It doesn't stand out for me.
Well, we had a wild Federici last week,
yes.
which we didn't see coming, and it was like, this is a pleasant surprise.
I opened the book and I was like, ooh, Federici, because I hadn't looked ahead, and I was like, and just immediately, it's like, I don't know who this is. This is nice.
Oh my god! Also, this backup couldn't be more for Connor if it tried.
Spurrier and Wingard. I mean, they. I think that was the team that did Homesick Pilots, which was a great book from Image.
You meant the creator, because when you said that, I immediately looked at the description to see what the backup was about.
Oh yeah, the creators.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, so. Where we got Batman and Joker Deadly Duel issue 6, which is the penultimate issue. It's a 7-issue miniseries. I have to mention it's still Matt. It's like any of us are reading it anyway. I just mentioned it and we're moving on.
That's why I yelled skip.
We got the Riddler Year 1 issue 4.
Skip.
That too.
Shut up. We got Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods issue 3. So this is the sort of, so there's a few Lazarus Planet books that are kind of going beyond the 2 month period where most of the books are coming out. There's like some aftermath books. But this has got G. Willow-Wilson, Becky Cloonan, and Michael W. Conrad on the writing team.
It's interesting because that's the current and the past Wonder Woman teams.
Yeah.
Well, and with the way that the Shazam book ended this week, it said check out Revenge of the Gods. So
it did, yeah.
So
seems like this is a lot of important type stuff is going to happen here for those characters.
I would like to continue reading Shazam characters, so I hope this is good.
Yeah,
I would hope. Then we got Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods issue 4, also Solicits here. So that bad boy's double show. I assume the last 2 were as well. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
And then we have Superman.
Kill 'Em March covers are not too good for me.
Yeah,
but you have the very anime Simone DeMeo cover afterwards, which I really like. But
and
I
the
guess
show cover.
I mean, as far as anime style covers go, I like that more than a lot of the other sort of more like kiddie anime ones.
Yeah.
But it's degrees of taste and all that. Then we got Superman Lost issue 2. This is the Christopher Priest Superman 10-issue series that was announced for the previous month.
Extremely looking forward to this one.
I'm very intrigued by it. It's a very interesting. As much as like there's certain characters that I would wish get more ongoings, I do like sort of more prestige, like 10 and 12 issue books that, obviously Tom King's the one doing a lot of them, but you're getting these other examples coming out.
And just, Priest and Pagulayan are a great team. If you look through the variants, there's Superman in like a white outsuit, which is very reminiscent of the Deathstroke suit that he had in that Priest run.
Oh, sure, yeah. We got DC Speechless issue 1, which is written and drawn by Gustavo Duarte, which brings a style of humor to the DC Universe in 6 short stories featuring funny moments in your favorite superheroes' lives. Where does Harley buy her mallets? What happens to Superman's radioactive clothes? What's a day off for Cyborg? Be sure to check out this entirely silent comic. So this is, it's got a bit of a gimmick to it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $6. It's 56 pages. So it's interesting. It's an anthology all by one creator who's doing both the writing and the art.
Yeah, it seems like it's in a cartoony style.
Yeah. That's intriguing. Then we got Icon versus Hardware issue 3, which is a very nice cover actually. Then we have Static Shadows of Dakota issue 3, more of the Milestone stuff. And then we have the Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, The Glass House, issue 1. This is James Tynion IV writing this bad boy, with Alessandro Estherin on the art.
Which is the same team as the current Nightmare Country book.
So this is just a
sequel.
Sequel, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes that
I might have to get caught up now.
Sequel mini, so yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Before we get back to more single issues, I'd like to highlight some of the collections around about here. We have Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, the hardcover coming out of the event. Simple, straightforward enough. Collection Justice League 75, as well as issue 0, plus obviously 1 through 7. So, relatively complete. Tales from Dark Crisis, which I'm just going to assume without looking is all the tie-in one-shots that they did.
It is, yeah.
So, that makes sense. And then Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League, again, probably self-explanatory. It's all those Worlds Without a Justice League one-shots that they did.
Yeah.
Shockingly, yeah.
Yeah, so all straightforward. And then Dark Crisis Young Justice is the miniseries they did that tied into the event. So all this makes sense.
I actually read, I have one issue left of this, because I was reading this one, just not for the show. And I'm curious to see what Connor would think of this one, because Fitzmartin is writing the Tim Drake book.
Yes.
And I'm curious to see how their writing compares. So if you get a chance, I would like for you to check out this Young Justice book.
Yeah, and then
Didn't even read Dark Crisis, man.
It actually does not tie into Dark Crisis, except for the fact that the Justice League is gone, and something happens to bring the Young Justice to a time before. So it doesn't actually have anything to do with
stretch
it.
the limits of tie-in, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's more like a Young Justice book of what's going on with them, So.
So then we got a couple of hardcovers of the One Bad Day books, which are doing individually. Although last month, Connor, they had like you can buy the first one coming out with like a box that'll fit all the hardcovers if you buy the rest of them. But it's like the first book plus like a box that'll have another 7 slots.
It kind of confused us a little because we thought it was going to be
the whole thing. Yeah.
No, they've done that a few times before when they've done it with like I think they did with like some of the Sandman ones with the slipcases.
Sure.
So they'll do like a slipcase that has space, room for the next one to put in for the next deluxe edition.
Well, I would be fine with it if it was split a bit more like I think it's a little bit shitty. They're just doing individual hardcovers of the one shots one by one. Like bundle them at least in 2s for the collection, just to I
get that. Yeah, but I also think they're just about big enough that they probably make a nice slim hardcover. It's weird because obviously the floppy is essentially the same, right? Just with probably inferior binding, right? At that point,
maybe with a couple of extras in the hardcover, I assume. At the back,
maybe.
Yeah. But just like honestly, ideally, I would say you do 2 4-issue collections that are meaty, but whatever. They're going to milk this because they're $18 each RRP.
Yeah.
So which
is less than a standard trade, to be fair.
But aren't they bigger though too? It's a 6 by 5/8 by 10 by 3/16. I mean that's a little bit bigger than the paperbacks.
That is a standard
hardcover, which is a little bit bigger than a floppy issue.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly. It's not much bigger though.
Slightly, so it's not much. So
yeah,
it's a little bit bigger than the single issue, but I mean that $18 is about the price that they normally charge for a paperback trade, like a 6-issue trade, give or take.
Yeah,
so it's not.
I mean, I know it's hardcover, but it's like it feels weird to me that the issue was what $8 or whatever, and then the hardcover, it's basically the exact same, maybe with a couple of extras at the back, is $18. It's quite an uptick in price for.
It's about like half the size of a standard hardcover. So I mean, how much do they charge for their normal hardcover? So they got one coming out $25 for the next one. So
which while we're on it is Poison Ivy Volume 1, the G. Willow Wilson series. So that's cool. We have Nightwing Volume 1. This is the paperback. Obviously, the hardcover's been out for a while. So cool. And then Nightwing Volume 3, the hardcover. So that tells you where the hardcovers are in the collection.
They picked a great cover for that.
They definitely did.
Interesting. It's only a 5-issue trade instead of 6, which obviously that's just where the story falls. But DC tend to be a little bit stricter usually on where they do what they do with their trades.
Well, I think the fact that issue 100's a long issue probably affects like how it collects
That's true.
Yeah.
Because the next one will probably be
the annual plus issue 100.
Yeah,
right?
that'll be 6 issues worth.
well,
Maybe
yeah, but
7.
also, I mean,
Plus more.
this one ends at 96, Matt, so it'll be like 97 to like 102 probably.
Right.
No, but 97, 98, 99 is 3 issues worth.
Uh-huh.
And then the 100 is 2 issues worth, and then the annual is 2 issues worth as
Right.
well. So
Yeah,
that's
but the
like 7
annual's-
issues worth of content.
Yeah, but the annual's not the end of the arc, though. Oh, sorry, not the annual. The issue 100 is not the end of the
No.
arc. It's like
No.
it's like part 3 or 4 of the
True.
arc, so I don't think that's the end of the
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
true.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's just a case of the arc ended at 96, and it would be awkward to include like the next 2 issues or whatever because that's the first 2 of the next arc. So
Mhm.
it's just the way it fell. Would be my guess. But there you go. So that's Nightwing Volume 3, Black Adam Volume 1, first half of this current Black Adam series. New Champion of Shazam, getting a hardcover, which is cool. Obviously, it just finished this week. It actually also includes a story from Lazarus Planet, We Were Once Gods, which obviously we've not got yet, but
That's where that's picking up. Not Revenge of the Gods. We Were Once Gods. Okay.
Oh. I think it's easy to get confused because the other
Yeah.
one did feature Billy Batson Shazam
Yeah.
on that cover for sure.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So,
then we got Absolute Preacher Volume 1 being reprinted, so yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And then Absolute Sandman Overture also reprinted. So
Which is stunning, by the way. And if you've not read, you do have to read it after the rest of Sandman. It is kind of like the ending, but it is just the art. Williams is it's just gorgeous.
what's with this helmety thing on the front? It
That's
looks like whose helmet?
Dreams.
Dream wears a helmet.
Sometimes it's one of his
Okay.
like symbols of power. But like he has an official helmet that he
Okay.
wears when he does
He-
his official duty.
He looks like the space jockey from Alien, so that's why I just
Yeah, a
had
little bit.
questions.
I have a sticking suspicion that may have been inspired by that because it reminded me of that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a thought. The paperback for the Jeff Johns Shazam series been released, which I'm
Oh yeah.
shocked
That was
that
the
that's
That
thing.
existed.
yeah, I'm shocked that that's not out yet, to be honest. And then Power
Oh,
Shazam.
no, it is. It says offered again. So it's a reprint.
Oh, it's a reprint. Okay. Oh, fair enough then, I guess. I assumed that there'd just been a hardcover and this was the paperback coming. And then we got Power Shazam Book 2, The Worm Turns, which is Power Shazam 13 to 23 and some related tie-in issues. I guess that's the nice thing about getting a second movie is that they're doing a volume 2 of a new trade series they started when the first movie came out.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Hey.
I'm all for...
Just hope there's not too much more because you're probably not getting another movie.
No, I highly doubt it. I don't know how long this run lasted. Someone can check how long the I assume 80s Shazam, maybe early 90s Shazam series.
Early 90s, I would guess too.
So we got History of DC Universe, getting a hardcover, and then Batman: Vengeance of Bane issue 1 facsimile edition.
Ooh.
So fair enough. And then Wonder Woman: Historia of the Amazons. Hardcover.
Did you finish that, Connor?
No, I was decided to wait and just read it all in one go
Okay.
again because it was so dense. I really like that
Yeah.
first issue, but it was so dense. I'm like, I just want to read it
Gotcha.
all as a hardcover.
By the time the
essentially.
second one came out, you couldn't remember a damn thing.
Yeah.
Effectively.
bit. I just checked, by the way. Power of Shazam, mid 90s to late 90s, it ran for 47 issues. So there's
Oh
like
wow.
at least another trade or two's worth,
Probably, yeah.
depending on what other tie-ins there were.
Probably one bulky trade, but if there was more tie-in issues, then maybe 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully get through them at some point. We got Batman Beyond White Knight hardcover, so that's coming, and then DC Pride: The New Generation, which is the Pride special, but also the Tim Drake stories from Urban Legends. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And then we have Gotham Academy being reprinted. Is this a...
It's a complete trade, 1 to 18 and the annual. So it's the full thing.
But it's a 470 page.
Don't drop
trade.
this paperback on your toe.
Yeah.
Which I guess, I mean, I've seen like the No Man Land trades are about that size, maybe even a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So it's not that unheard of, but it is quite
Did
big.
either you read this?
I did. I thought
How
it was
is it?
it was pretty fun. It's not like
Okay.
stand out amazing or anything, but yeah, no, I definitely had fun with it.
Yeah, I think I tried like the first issue back when it
I think-
launched.
I think it was around the same time as what was the other Gotham book with Jim Corrigan in?
Yeah.
Oh, Gotham by Midnight or whatever.
Yes, yeah. I think it launched around the same time as this, and that was definitely the more interesting book. But this was lighthearted fun.
Yeah. Teen Titans Go box set 1, TV or not TV. Oh, that's actually quite a good title.
That's good.
I give them credit for that. That's a slipcover with 3 trades in it. And then we got a Superman 78, Batman 89 box set with those 2 trades together.
That is a fantastic box right there.
Yeah, designed like a VHS case.
Yeah, it's like an old VHS case, and even the spines of the trades look like the spines of VHS, with the sticker labels on them.
That you draw on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is good.
It's a nice touch. And then we have Girl Taking Over, a Lois Lane story, 2023 Free Comic Book Day Special Edition.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. Something different.
Excerpt from upcoming graphic novel.
Yeah, same vein. We have Clark and Lex and Fan Club. Batman Squad 2023 Free Comic Book Day Special Edition.
It's a very confusing title, but
it's a very confusing title.
See, when you just look at the cover, it's just so Clark and Lex Special Edition, and then it's flip over for a sneak peek at Fan Club Batman Squad. So it's 2 different things.
Yeah, but
which looks like a cartoony, Captain Underwear kind of version of Batman.
Yeah, the title as it's written down sounds very confusing. It makes sense once you kind of realize what it is, but it's just kind of clunky
when you look
weird.
at the cover, it's not that confusing, but just the way it's solicited.
Yeah. And then the actual graphic novel it's talking about is underneath that for Clark and Lex. Then we're back to single issues. We got Batgirls issue 17, which is coming. Really nice cover by
It's a great cover.
The book's original artist, which is nice to see.
I really like all the covers actually.
Yeah, the variant with Steph on the yellow background is really nice as well.
Yeah.
Now you've got the sort of, hip hop one with Steph and Cass. It's kind of nice too.
Yeah,
they're all good.
The only thing I don't like about the one with Steph on the yellow background is there's some weird separation of the layers around the top of her hood into the yellow. It kind of just feels like it doesn't sit on the yellow quite that nicely.
Yeah,
but mostly quite nice stuff.
Very nice. Batman Incorporated issue 7 coming out. We got Professor Pig on the cover of that. So
always fun. And a weird clown on the second one.
Oh, really? Oh.
Like a clown cowboy sort of thing.
Clown boy.
That's someone's put Joker into like an app and it spit out a cowboy version of him. That's what's happened there.
So that guy's name is Dusty Bronco from Joker Inc., which if you look on the side of it.
I like how Matt was saying that as if he knows, like, that's actually this character from Joker Inc. I'm an expert.
You guys would have believed me had I not said it's cover.
Yeah, and to say if that were enough, the road to Joker Inc. begins here. So
Matt just turned into a comic book guy from The Simpsons for a second.
Yeah.
Worst issue ever.
Batman Superman World's Finest issue 14. So that's cool.
Dan Mora never has a break.
No, apparently not. But who killed Simon Stagg on the cover? Yeah.
I'm willing to bet there was a line.
Yeah. Oh, the variant's quite nice and pulpy as well, actually.
Which one?
The first variant, the one that's like all the outsiders running at the bottom, and Superman with some Legion members up at the top. Took me a second to realize what they were. Like, who are these chumps? Oh, there's the Legion members.
Yeah.
I would argue, but sales are on your side. So.
Yeah, and obviously because this book's set in the past, it's like, old school versions of these characters, which is neat.
Another anime style cover from the same artist as before, but I actually really like the way it's laid out. Like, I would love to see that as interiors with as panel layouts. I think it's really stylish.
Batman the Adventure Continues Season 3 Issue 4. Just add more numbers to the title. That rolls it off the tongue.
Yes, with definitely not a certain someone there on the front cover, right?
Yeah, that's right. I was trying to look and be like, who? Okay.
That's Danny Grump. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Any similarities to anyone living or dead is purely.
I'm really trying to figure out what character it's supposed to be, but yeah.
I'm wondering if it's supposed to be this the not so funny sidekick straight man.
I don't know. But yeah, so they're having fun with that. But it looks a bit Black Adam issue 10 with another banger of a cover. If there's one thing that book's had consistently as those main covers have been gorgeous.
I need to get caught up on that book. I need a time turner to get more time in my day.
I don't think I've read the last issue yet. I think, but yeah, no, it's been good. It's been pretty good.
Blue Beetle Graduation Day issue 6 wraps up that book.
Did anyone try that out? How was it?
Yeah, we've read the first 2 issues. Yeah,
it's decent. If you're catching up on stuff, I would say prioritize other things. But if you get caught up, then it won't hurt.
Yeah, like this is the thing. Like I think both issues we've read, like if this was a busier week, it would be the first thing that probably goes. But it's a decent enough read for what it is.
Fair enough.
So.
And if you're downloading it, don't make the mistake I did and accidentally get the Spanish language version.
From Comixology. Although even the English version has a reasonable amount of Spanish in it. Yeah. You're supposed to just sort of skip past if you don't know Spanish.
Yeah, I've got them saved on my my Infinite library. Yeah. So I've got the first 2 issues I think are on there at the minute. So I just haven't got one.
Catwoman issue 54. Tina Hubbard's run continues. Danger Street issue 5. Obviously, Cara's not been here for the first 2, but we've been praising as you would expect. So looking forward to more of that. More Manhunter stuff. Oh yes. We got DC Ruby issue 3. I swear we've had that series already, like twice, but they keep doing it.
I think there was like Ruby DC before.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Now it's flipped.
That's funny. Sometimes I feel like they intentionally make comic book titles just more confusing than they need to be.
Yeah.
Just call it Ruby DC 2 or something. I mean, I just complained about too many numbers, I suppose, but so I don't know, something. There must be a better way to do it. Deceased War of the Undead Gods issue 8, the final issue and the final Deceased book coming in April. So we'll see how that wraps up. Justice Society of America issue 5. So we've only had issue 1 of this so far, but obviously we were very intrigued by how it wrapped up. So curious to see where it goes.
Very prominent snow globe there, Pete.
I noticed that. And a certain character showed up in Stargirl this week that also made me think of snow globes. So we got Multiverse.
Was it Minister Blizzard?
No, it was not.
It's not, but that's a good guess. It's also not Cold Snap. So
it's not Cold Snap.
That's my next guess.
It's not Minister Blizzard. It's not Icicle Junior or Icicle Senior.
But Icicle the Third. There's got to be one of those by now.
Or Frost.
Not yet, but give Justice Society enough time.
Killer Frost. Multiversity, Harley Screws the DCU issue 2 is
Screws
coming
up.
Oh, sorry, Screws up.
Crucial.
Well, I was saying screws in like a Vince screwed Brett kind of way, not in a sexy way.
Okay.
And then we got Nightwing 103, and Redondo just loves killing with the covers.
Tom Taylor did a little bit of teasing on Twitter about this. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Because someone was like, "Hey, look, this is all great and all, and we're clearly doing a Titans arc, as you can see here. But shouldn't the Titans just get their own book?" And he kind of retweeted. He was like, "Well, maybe some more stuff coming soon."
Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Carter's got a ghost. I'm sure it's just his cat, but it looks like a ghost.
Oh my goodness, this cover with the Titans and the formal wear.
Oh, the formal wear. I was looking at the Faces one. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, they're looking very dapper, as they say. Poison Ivy issue 11, coming out from G. Willow Wilson and Takara. And then we have Scooby-Doo, Where Are You 121. Stargirl, The Lost Children, issue 6, wrapping up that miniseries. So that's neat. We got Batman, Scooby-Doo Mysteries, issue 7. The Flash 796, the final moments of the 1 Minute War. That's a pretty cool cover, actually, with all the Flash characters running, so it's not perfect. Like, I don't necessarily love how all the faces are drawn, but the actual overall look of the cover is nice.
I was going to ask, is Jay meant to be really young? And then I saw, no, there's still a little bit of grey on the hair, just peeking out under the helmet. So I guess he's not. I was genuinely going to ask if that was like something to do with the war, but no, I think it's just the way it's drawn.
Yeah, it's just the drawing. Then Flash 797, also solicited, which is interesting. I mean, maybe this still counts as like an epilogue to 1 Minute War, but like obviously it's went double shipping for the war. For the war, yeah.
Yeah, it's Kid Flash babysitting Jay and Irie.
Which sounds like fun, because the family stuff's been really good. So, very cool. So all I'm saying is does that mean that it's staying double shipping once the arc is done? Or maybe it's just like a little bit of holdover and then it's back to single after that. We'll find out in the next Solicits, I suppose. Joker Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 7. So that's coming out. And then we got Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives, issue 5. We have Tim Drake Robin, issue 8, coming out. With
oh, man.
It's a very Sherlock Holmes looking cover you got there for that book.
But look who's on art.
Who's on art?
Not Riley Rosmo.
No, it's Niccolo.
Good luck.
There's a lot of accents and things on those letters. I don't think I can even try it.
Yeah. Very cartoony style. That artist did the Zatanna Batman story I was reading in Urban Legends. Very, very stylized in a similar way to Rosmo, but not nearly as
Interesting. We got Wildcats issue 6, which is that not a mini? I guess it's not. Oh, fair enough.
I guess not.
Fair enough. And then Wonder Woman 798, which it does mention is a Lazarus Planet Revenge of the Gods tie-in. It does have a quite cool cover actually, with the big Shazam logo behind Wonder Woman with all the lightning and stuff.
Yeah. Well, then the one behind it has Diana in front of Mary, and so yeah, maybe there will be some more Shazam begins.
Behind
trying to make shenanigans.
That's how you describe the next cover, is the one behind this one.
Yeah.
Even those arrows going left to right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a really nice cover later on though. It's like Diana's face from the side with lots of lightning around her. That's quite pretty. I don't know which artist did that one. Sometimes it's hard to tell because there's like 5 variants listed. But then anyway, after that, I think we're on to the trades here. So we got Batman Fortress hardcover. And then we got Batman Urban Legends Volume 5. And then we have Static Season 1 paperback. We got Steel, A Celebration of 30 Years hardcover. So this is
cool.
Yeah, this is a collection of different issues from different series. So it's kind of an anthology book with just important issues. So not something that you would have to read through from cover to cover, but if you just want a collection of like prominent Steel issues, and Connor's fixing technical issues, I think. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. We got Superman Son of Kal-El Volume 3 hardcover, which is the... is this the last of the Tom Taylor? Like, obviously, we'll have the mini afterwards, but I mean, is this the last of the...
well, it says, 11 to 15.
Was 15 the last issue, or did it go beyond that? I can't remember.
I think 15 was the last issue.
Okay. Teen Titans Academy Volume 2 paperback. Tom Strong Compendium, 952 pages in a paperback of Tom Strong.
Good lord.
36 issues, this is.
I would love to read this, but I respect my back too much.
This collects issues written by Alan Moore, Leah Moore, and Ed Brubaker, as well as others. It's got a nice Alex Ross cover, though.
I just love the concept of Tom Strong. It's very Doc Savage. It's the whole point of that character.
And then finally, we're getting a new printing of the V for Vendetta Absolute Edition. So, cool.